There's been a huge shift in Japan, setting the internet on fire lately. Things are changing in a big way, and there's seemingly no end in sight. I'm talking, of course, about the retro video game market and its explosion in popularity lately. Now you might be thinking, MJ, this isn't anything new. It's been like this for years. And I'm here to tell you that that's not exactly the case. I mean, at least not here in Japan. Let me explain. What was once a niche hobby for retro game enthusiasts has become a major industry. And Japan's thrift stores and online auction sites have taken notice. But what does that mean for us, the everyday hobbyist that just wants to get their hands on these games and play them? Well, up until now, it was actually really easy and affordable, but the Japanese market has seen a huge increase in demand recently. But you are in luck, because today, I'm gonna take you to the outskirts of Tokyo, and we're gonna see if there's still any good deals to be found out there. Let's have a look. The game plan for today is a little strip mall at the very bottom of the Dengen Toshi line. Although it's not located in Tokyo, it's only one short train ride away from Shibuya Station. You'll want to take the Dengen Toshi line all the way south to Chuorinkan. Then it's just a short walk away from the station. So here we are at store number 1. It's located sort of in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of a big strip mall. So there's a lot of people living here, and there's not much to do other than come in and bring your stuff to Hard Off. So in theory, there should be a lot of great stuff. So come on, let's go see what's inside. First up, I'm looking in the glass cabinet, and guys, check this out. I saw this Game Boy Pocket here for 2,200 yen. And for a second, I freaked out because I thought that was complete, but it turns out it's just the box. Still not a bad price if you're a collector. Moving on here, we got that green Game Boy Pocket, 7,700. And here we've got a complete in-box original Game Boy, 13,200 yen. Nowadays, that's actually a pretty good price if you can believe it.
Handy game machine, Game Boy. Kimi to nara, doko mademo.
Game Boy Color in the box for the same price. Some Game Boy Advance SP consoles. These are all looking pretty pricey, actually. Oh man, check that out. There's the Dire Hawks N64 controller in the box for 5,000 yen. That's amazing. Clear purple controller for the same price. I actually might end up leaving with this one. It's Pokemon Stadium in the back there. That is pretty expensive compared to what I'm used to seeing. What is this? If anybody has any ideas, let me know. And it's one of those cartridges where you plug it into the Super Nintendo and then you can fit in two like Game Boy sized cartridges. I just want to give you guys an idea of the scape of consoles that they have. Look at this wall of consoles behind me. I will waste no more time taking you guys. I was gonna say I will waste no more time taking you guys to my favorite section, the junk section, where you can see everything here behind the glass. This is where you'll find broken consoles. And I'm really into like the retro stuff, but they have some newer things too. There's this Splatoon 2 Switch controller. There's a Game Boy Color for about 3,000 yen. PS1. There's even a little Hello Kitty sort of Tamagotchi type machine that was released here. This is the PS1, but it actually has the monitor attached to it. It's about 20,000 yen. And that is pretty incredible to see. Seeing it loose is usually pretty expensive as well. But to see it in the box, although the box is beat up, it's a pretty cool sight. I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you guys so much for helping me achieve a milestone of 750 subscribers recently. As a small guy that's just been making passion projects for the last 15 years on YouTube and just uploading sort of things when I feel like it, it's been really, really touching to have people actually comment and reach out and really enjoy what I've been doing. Thank you so much again, and now back to the video. I am over the moon with what happened inside that store. Do you remember that original Game Boy that I pointed out? I think it was 13,200 yen. I asked them to take it out of the glass case so I could put some batteries in it and check the operation. If it was in really good shape, I was willing to buy it. But when we did, I noticed that there was a few lines on the left and right side of the screen, which if you're into restorations, you'll know that that's a fairly common problem with these things, but it's still a pain in the neck to fix, and you have to have the know-how. So they were really apologetic, and what they offered me was actually to sell it to me at half price for 6,600 yen. That is a huge win, and I'm so excited to take this thing home, fix it up, and place it right there in my collection. And with that out of the way, onward to store number 2. This place was absolutely massive, and it was a combination of hard off, off house, and hobby off,
which means it had games, household appliances, and even retro toys.
This is a really popular character here in Japan. It's some kind of soccer anime that I've never watched. Puyo Puyo, 880. There's Sim City, also 880. Super Game Boy. This is another character the wife absolutely loves for some reason.
I wandered around the store for a little bit until I came across this WonderSwan color for 3,300 yen. I ultimately passed on it though because the screen damage was just a little too dicey and I couldn't get it to turn on.
Alright, so as you can see, I'm in the train station, and that's because this third store is actually a little ways away from where we are now. I'm going to take the same train line I took to get here, up a few stops, and head over to that store now. So this is Nagata Station. It's a little bit further north and a little bit closer to Tokyo. Now folks, I have to tell you, what I love about video game hunting is that you never know what you're going to find here. Whether it's going to be a Game Boy in the box that goes down to half price because there's something wrong with it, or a special edition console, or just a box full of broken Super Nintendos. You never know, and that's so exciting. My game collection has grown significantly since I started doing this a few years ago, and a lot of that came from buying things that were broken and then refurbishing them, making them look new again. So if you guys ever want to see videos where I'm doing this sort of thing, refurbishing or showing off my collection a little bit more, let me know, because there's a ton of history there that I'd love to share. Now that's enough about that. Hard off number 3 is here at another plaza where there's not much else around. So a lot of people that live in the area come here to sell their things. Hopefully, once again, that's gonna make for a great place to find some cool used retro goods. So let's get in there.
Here we go. Performance for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you wanna clap as we take you through this monkey rap. He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. Here's a token of gun. Can fire in spurts if he shoots ya. If you wanna hurt.
Hey guys, check this out. There's the orange Game Boy Advance in the box. Got the Hello Kitty Game Boy Advance model right there. There's the Celebi Game Boy Advance Pokemon Center Edition, the Suicune Edition. Up here we've got the Game Boy Micro Famicom Edition. This cabinet is just full of treasure. There's the Pikachu Special Edition N64 controller in the box. Are you kidding me? Check this out. There's the Majora's Mask new Nintendo 3DS XL. This place is incredible. Got Mario Kart Super Nintendo for 1,320. There's Super Mario World for the same price. These are all in box. So I'm gonna take one last look at the toy department of this store, see if we can find something cool, and then we're gonna call it a day. Let's have a look around. This is exactly what I'm talking about with these old Nintendo toys. Look at this, 2,420 yen, and it's like a gigantic play kit for Generation 1 Pokemon. Pocket Monsters, there's Pikachu there. Absolutely incredible. It's a whole little play area with a bridge and a building that opens right up. And they've got the original Generation cast. And some figures of Team Rocket too. So cool. Alright, so nothing absolutely mind-blowing. They actually were putting out a new Nintendo 3DS XL for 8,800 yen. And it looked like it might be junk. I don't know what the problems were with it. But I asked the guy if I could have a look at it, and he said it wasn't ready to come out yet. And then I pleaded with him. I said, hey, I know a lot about this stuff. Do you mind if maybe we check it out together? Or if I could just wait while you guys figure it out? And he said, we don't know when it's coming out. He basically was just saying no. And that's okay. You never know when that's going to happen. When the staff will be really cool and lenient, and when they'll be a little more strict. But yeah, so for today, I was able to find an okay score. Had a great day out, got to spend some time with you guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to like it, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.